Ooh, the Mjolnirs are disabling everything. And they make a very interesting sound. Bentornati, welcome back to Starsector. In the last episode we established our second colony on top of those beautiful Cloud City style platform on the planet. I forget how it's called, but its second name is Bespin now, as a reference to Star Wars, of course. And we are now instead doing a standard supply run. So we are docked at Nachiketa. Let's look at what we can buy. What happened here? I bought a lot, but not the entirety of the fuel stock. Oh, okay, so control plus click, I never noticed this before actually. This is interesting. So control plus click usually buys either the entire stock or as much as you can carry, or a maximum of 1,000 units. And this is what just happened. If I control click again, it should stop at our maximum. Very interesting. The price right now is incredibly good. Why can't I buy more? Why can't I buy more? Because I don't have my super tanker with me. Do you have a super tanker? You do. Do I want to buy a second super tanker? It's kind of expensive, isn't it? One of these would only carry, what, 600, maybe 800 with the proper mods installed. Oh gosh. Well, that's a little bit of a mistake on my part. I came down to make a supply run and yeah. Maybe I can do something else though. Maybe I can go into the refit screen and I can install some mods specifically to allow me to have more fuel. How about that? Let's see. Auxiliary fuel tanks would be 200. I think this is a nice exercise. Let's put it like that. Auxiliary fuel tanks. You too. I mean, I'm kind of deteriorating my combat prowess by doing this. But at the same time, it's I think it's interesting, like how much more fuel can we carry using this weird trick. Fuel tankers hate it. What about you? I don't think you can have another one, can you? No, you can't because I have expanded cargo holds already. You, maybe? No, you cannot. Because you have the augmented drive field. Right, how much space did we free? I would say several hundreds. I would say several hundreds more unit of fuel we can buy now. Maybe it was worth it. Let's confirm that. What are your prices in here? 135 is not bad, but I want to stop before it gets... Let's say I buy 200 in here, because there's a system where we can buy at a much better price. Right? Do I need anything else from here? Maybe food? No, because food now I can produce in my colonies. Maybe I could buy some domestic goods? What's the price in here? I mean, Yama or Eventide will be better. And at some point, I was thinking, so plan-wise, I could set up light industry on our main planet, right? Now, light industry produces domestic goods using organics, which is basically another way to say fossil fuels and oil, basically. So it's like the plastic industry, right? So petrol is an organic compound, and it goes into making plastic stuff, basically. That's what is happening. And I would think it is probably the one type of industry that it makes sense to have on our main colony, whereas all the heavy industrial stuff will probably go on the like volcanic Star Wars-like planets that we have in Jerash. Yes, Jerash is the name of that system. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Dockside Bar, do you have something interesting for me? Quartermaster, what's your deal? You want to swap 24 supplies for 240 fuel. Ratio 1 to 10. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Supplies go for... Supplies cost around 100, whereas fuel is about 30. So this is not good. Sometimes you get good deals out of this, but not always. You need to stay on top of prices a little bit. Concerned Man. Concerned Man. I just bought fuel. I can't carry another 1300 units. And by the way, we already established that trucking fuel doesn't pay in this game. Let's go see Yama. Maybe we find an interesting mission, for example. No missions. What do they have? What's the price in here? No, already not great. Right, let's go in the next system in Aztlan. In Aztlan, because in Aztlan there's Chicomostok, yes, which is one of the best places to buy supplies. Hey, don't get in directly from the middle of the sun, please. And by the way, I definitely saw people on Twitch that probably don't know the difference and always enter a system by warping to the sun just because the default route goes through there. And that to me is crazy. Because basically every time you go in and out of a system, well, not when you go out, but when you go inside a system, you take a massive amount of damage to all your ships. Yeah, I mean this game for sure doesn't hold your hands. Nobody in the bar. And yes, 111. Let's buy. Let's stop when it gets to... Let's not stop at all. Why should we stop when we can buy all of it? And the price is really good. 116. I might buy some also on the black market. To be honest, that looks like a great deal. There should be a thing, by the way, that supposedly tells you what the level of suspicion is. Like if I do this, what's the level of suspicion? No tariffs, you pay, unit price, I mean, maybe there was at some point. I'm not sure though. Ooh, there's an active Ladik path cell in here. Okay, I'm gonna buy this though. It's just too convenient. Colony info. Nope, like I'm looking for that suspicion thing, but I can't find it. All right. What else? Let's dock at Coat for a second. Let's see if there's if we can find a good mission. Dockside bar, empty. What are your prices like? Less than 130. Let's say I stop at 130. It's another 100. It's not bad. I've seen worse for sure. And 1800, it's a good amount. Going back home with 1800 supplies is definitely a good amount. What if I bought all of them? I would spend another 46,000. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it at this point. 1800 is a good amount. What else? Intel. Intel. Show me. What is this? Very small fleet. 53,000 credits. Would I be able to catch them? Ooh, if I had all my ships, I would go against them. But I don't. So I'm not going to. I might be in time to take this Ladik Path base. If I go back to my side of the sector, which is this way, it's in here, and I pick up the rest of my fleet. This is really close. This is really close to home, but I need all my stuff. Also, this thing is providing support to the Ladik Path cell that is acting on Chico Mostok. So it kind of makes sense for us to want it to go against them. So let's plot a course for Corwin and start the journey to go back. At the same time though, let's look at this map because I definitely want to go this way. By the way, I think I definitely... Not definitely. By the way, I think I finally understood what you guys meant by saying you can press S to avoid getting hit by the flashy things here. Storms. Hyperspace storms. I thought you meant that pressing S allows you to stop and change course very rapidly, which makes sense, but probably you were actually saying that doing this, like going slowly, doesn't damage you. Is it? No, that is definitely not true. Why did I think that? I think I saw Nemo in a stream do that. Like, he was definitely going very slowly through active storms, and he was not taking any damage. But then again, he was playing in the new version. Because yes, version 0.9.5 came out, I'm aware of that, but also I'm playing slightly modded. And also, I don't think you can really port a save game there. I might be wrong, I haven't looked into that. But the thing is, we already have all our skills and stuff. And And the level up mechanic is probably the biggest change. It would be interesting to try, but I want to finish this one, like, and I don't really want to change the rules while I'm doing this. Also, this thing of the release of 0.9.5 kind of screws a little bit with my plans, because after this I definitely wanted... What is this? A lot of scavengers? And salvage fleets. What is happening here? Is it because of the market? Because now we have the open market. This is weird, right? But I guess this means that there's a thriving economy in here now. Manage colony. Oh yeah, look at this. 3,000 supplies in here. Available. 7,500 units of fuel in the stockpiles. This is great. What am I building? 19 days for the next level after the patrol HQ, which is what? What's going on? Upgrade. Can't you tell me what are you building? It's not the patrol HQ. You're doing the upgrade, and I don't remember what the upgrade is called. Whatever. It's the thing that spawns big defense fleets. That's what it is, really. Level 6, more than 50% towards level 7, which starts being pretty big. Level 7 is pretty big. And after that, we might start working either towards a better orbital station, upgrade to battle station. I mean, a high-tech battle station is badass, but it costs 500,000. Yup. Or the megaport. Megaport costs only 300,000. A vast starport where the star can touch the dirt, regimental, blah 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 blah. Production makes a lot of people. The megaport makes a lot of people. That's what it does. And Patrol HQ also makes a lot of people. I guess it's the heavy industry that we need to produce the ship hulls. At some point I want to try and activate the free port. The thing is, I should go and do some research on what exactly happened so that I know what I should be paying attention to. But I haven't done that yet. Sorry about that. I haven't done that yet, so I'm a little bit concerned. All right. Anyway, I need to not buy, storage, take, give me my big stuff. I'll need a lot. I'll need a lot to be able to restore one of these. I mean, I could take the supplies. I could take the supplies from the stores. This has... Okay, this is not the one. This is the one with increased maintenance. Oof, 80 supplies per month. This is just 40. The Virtus. Oh, crew under strength for sure. I have to pick up all my peeps, all my people. And from storage. Excuse me while I take people out of storage. Wait. Where's the people? Oh, I used people to create the colony. In fact, I'm not at a super great deficit. I can just take some people out of here. No, not everybody. I need to get to 3,800. Let's go to 39 something. Like this. And see, it even says here, I was missing this. At the end of the month, I'm gonna pay 23,000. If I actually buy them, how much does it cost? So 23,000. It's practically the same. So it's the same as buying, basically. Huh. Interesting. So it's almost like having a very big market. Oh wait, it was... No, wait. 400 units. Wait. Okay, let's count like this. 400 units, 20,000. 400 units, 23,000. Okay, it's better. The resource stockpile is more convenient. Let's do it like this then. Where did all my fuel go? I spent it. Oh shit. I didn't check coming back if I had enough fuel to get back. So I spent practically all the fuel that I had. Yep, that's what happened. So basically what's gonna happen is that I shouldn't be doing more supply runs. I should just use this and I just pay the price at the end of the month. Okay, let me do something to... Okay, first of all, repair your ships using 165 supplies. Repair. This should have totally repaired this guy. Yes, it did. So let's try and do something like this. Iron Dragon. Fire of the Phoenix. Virtus. And then the Lut Gunner. Maybe the Mercury and the Azimuth. Right. We gotta refit this bad boy. So what do we have in here? We have 3 hypervelocity drivers in front for the kinetic, and hellbores and heavy maulers in the back for explosive, right? What is this junk? That's okay. Hellbores. Yes. These were all Vulcans, I think. Even in front? Even in front. Then heavy maulers, yes. You know, I saw a build of this thing using heavy needlers. Range is 800. What's your range? 8,000. So it would be a lot shorter range. But at the same time, I mean, look at this guy. This does 138 DPS for 175 flux per second. Heavy needlers do 250 DPS. 138, 250. However, let's not forget hypervelocity driver, 400 EMP damage, which goes partially through the shields. So they are good. Hypervelocity drivers are good. And another way to make this more of a kinetic shield breaker would be to spend the huge amount of 25 ordnance point and slap a gauss cannon in here, which is very long range and also kind of devastating, 350 damage per second. But the thing is the alpha strike with this thing, because it's 700 damage per shot. It's just that it takes 2 seconds to reload. Let's not do that though. I'm pretty happy with the current setup. I mean, the Mjolnir also would be nice, wouldn't it? What is this? Energy. The thing though is, Hellbore cannons are very cheap when it comes to ordnance points. They're very, very cheap. Because we have definitely bigger guns available, like Hephaestus, for example. 480 damage per second, high explosive. This is a beast. I could try doing something like this. I'll tell you what though. I'll keep this one standard in quotes. So, like the Iron Dragon, which is very tried and tested by now. Flak cannons. Do I not have another flak cannon? Are you kidding me? No, I do. He was trying to pull from the same stockpile, probably. Here too. And then a full complement of Typhoon Reaper launchers. Juicy. Then, I mean, heavy armor is interesting, but I need to give you... Oh, you integrate the targeting unit. Yes, I agree. But then, what was that? I think I gave you auxiliary thrusters. Expanded missile, really? No, I did not give you expanded missile racks. Well, I guess you already have a huge amount of stuff in there. Insulated, this, and resistant flux, that. And this is practically the same, apart from the fact that this is a little bit squishier. Quite a bit squishier. Also, the flux dissipation is not the same. Flux capacity and dissipation, this is much squishier. Problem is that restoring this would cost us basically all our money. We'll do that at some point. We'll do that. But not right now. You though, I would like to try something interesting with you. Since you are the one that I will most likely pilot myself, and so I can control if I want to shoot kinetic versus explosives, what I want to try is using heavier guns. Problem is, I need to cut on vents. That's the only thing I can do, really. I could try and cut off the integrated targeting unit, but 60% more range is hard to leave out, let's say. Let's see how many points can I... So instead of the hypervelocity driver, I could stack a heavy needler in here. But I also I don't want to be left without range too much. So actually these ones need to stay hypervelocity drivers. And here I could put the Hephaestus. Or I can have the Hephaestus in here. Wait a second. Put the Hellbore back in here. And have 2 Hephaestus. I can do this. So it would basically turn this into a very powerful finisher. However, I need to pay a lot of attention to the groups, because I really cannot fire everything at once. Okay, the grouping is correct. The grouping stayed the same, and it's correct. So the thing is, while I fire the high explosive group, the flux produced exceeds by quite a bit my maximum flux dissipation. Can I try maybe moving some of this? That could mitigate stuff. I want to run a very quick test. So yes, I need to control everything manually, basically. So I need to start with kinetic, and then switch to high explosive, and basically go back and forth. And when I use the high explosive like this should do a lot more damage, right? And yes, I know I'm taking a lot of damage from behind at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that was a suicide move. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is this a lot more damage? I mean, 250, 480. Or does it make more sense to put a lot more juice on the kinetic? Maybe it does. Let's try that. Let's try that. Sorry, this is becoming a long refitting session, but I kind of want to play with the notion a second. If I swap these guys around, where are my heavy molars? I don't have a lot of heavy molars, do I? I'm out of heavy molars, so I can't really test that, can I? So I do that and that. And one Hellbore. And I put these guys back and I just go kinetic. What if I just go kinetic? Or Mjolnir. $533 against 348. This is just kinetic. This is everything. Plus EMP. I will never have enough. Just never. Wow, that's expensive. And will I fire this together with the kinetic stuff? Probably. Like this. Oh, it moved everything. Damn you. It moved everything, I hate you. Why? Why? Hellbore on 2, Heavy Molars on 2. Right. This is super power hungry. I'll control it manually. Yes, come in range. Are the Mjolnir firing? I'm not seeing the Mjolnirs firing. Can they get there? Or are they short range? I want to see the freaking Mjolnir fire. Why aren't they not firing? Okay, now I see them firing. Ooh, the Mjolnirs are disabling everything. And they make a very interesting sound. The problem, I'm constantly fluxed. Now, can you fire both of them when I face this guy directly, though? You're firing one. Why just one? Wait, did I screw up the grouping? I screwed up the grouping, didn't I? Weapon groups. No, Mjolnirs. They're both on 2. Strange. Tell you what. Let's do the opposite. 1 Mjolnir in here. 2 heavy molars in here. Sorry, Hellbore cannons. Like this. That is maybe more reasonable. Two ordnance points. I can try this. So my most flux hungry group is group 1, nearly 1600. So I'm 340 flux accumulating just like that. It's a test. It's a test. We're trying stuff. At the same time, I have to remove all those stupid auxiliary fuel tanks and try to remember what was going on in here. It was like this, maybe more like this. Weapon groups. You are okay. You are actually very okay. Because you'll never be firing everything at the same time. Also, I think I wanted to change this at some point. I think I wanted to change this to make it more balanced. Because the switching from one side to the other didn't really work. At least it's really difficult to use it like when I'm going manual. So I could just do the moving around of stuff. You know, as simple as this. It's practically the same. I'm just making each side balanced. Yeah. Let's try this for a second. Then remove this. I think this was all capacitors. Let's do this. You also... Did I take out of your vents? Do you even need vents? You don't need vents. These were all capacitors for you. You never had a turret in here. Do I want to spare something? Maybe an ion pulsar. Suppression. The range is too... Doesn't have a lot of range. This has a lot of range. Ion beam. I could spare an ion beam for you. But I'm taking away a lot from your capacitors. Let's try this. I'm willing to try. You, of course, I didn't touch. You, I didn't touch. You are okay. No. I've put auxiliary fuel tanks on you, apparently. Exchanging for what? You don't have auxiliary thrusters. What? Maybe this was a mistake right from the start. Instead of putting the auxiliary thrusters in there, I put the fuel tanks. Alright. What is this? Why there's a slight difference in flux dissipation? Oh, because of the pilot skills. Of course, don't mind me. Pilot skills do influence stuff. Let me move another couple of things around. I swear I am done in here. Okay, normally I would be sitting in the Iron Dragon, personally, myself. Then I would have Lara in the Fire of the Phoenix. Hera. Now, my original second in command would say in the Virtus. Monday O'Donnell, you get promoted to the Hlat Gunner. Oba Lopez, you get the Astrid now. A lot of promotions in here. Jupiter, sure. Let's get you in there, Patrick. And Minerva. You go in there? Wait. Do you know how to use missiles? You do. You're level 12. It's okay. I can maybe do something else in here though. Yes, let's do this. And oh, these are all kind of broken a little bit. Okay, Minerva Deimos, you can stay in there. Alright guys, even though I hate to release an episode with no combat whatsoever, this happens. Like, when you get later in the game and you have a lot of ships and a lot of things that you want to do, there's a lot of management going on. So this is gonna be it for this episode, but don't worry, later on during this week you'll get the second half of this recording, combat and explosions and the pretty lights and all that jazz. So, thank you so much for watching, I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!